I'm trying with my blue and orange on this one. So this is my take on the Sifan Hassan 10,000 meters run, time of 30 minutes and 44.12 seconds from the same calendar day I'm filming this, Friday, 9 August 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm talking through the Sifan Hassan of Netherlands 10,000 meters run race at the 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris, France. She won a time of 30 minutes and 44.12 seconds in the final on Friday, 9 August 2024. With her time, she achieved a season best time and third place. I provide my take/perspective on her performance and contextualize it in terms of waiting until later in the race to move to the front of the pack after maintaining pace with the front pack for most of the race. So I watched a broadcast of this. Yes, I did watch it on CBC, actually. I watched it on the West Coast branch of the television channel Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, CBC, in the Seattle area, CBUT. I did start on a different channel, though, because they were doing a specialty piece. So I did switch over, but I did actually watch this on that broadcast, yes. And so it was an interesting race to watch. She stayed towards the back. However, they start off, and then they kind of collapse down into one big group. And she stayed towards the back of that group. And eventually, as they're running, so this is, 10,000 meters is over 6 miles. Non-stop. Not pushing off a wall, like not swimming back and forth. This is just continuous running. And around the track. And so so she's running and there's a big group. And then what happens is people kind of start to break apart a little bit, but there's still like a front pack. And so essentially what she did was she stayed towards the back of the front pack, and as some people slowly started to like fall back a little bit, she stayed maintaining with the front pack. So as the race progressed, people started dropping back, except for her, as she stayed, or not except, well, except for her in the front pack that's maintaining the speed, but she didn't gain nor drop back. Right, she was like staying with it, and then later in the race she started to move forward, and then she finished third and won the bronze medal. So I thought that it's a good tactic for, right? In watching it, I did venture a guess. I might even have guessed out loud. I was watching it. It was a bit long. I try to keep my videos to 15 minutes or less, so this was over double that, right? But I think I ventured to guess out loud. I was like, watch it be the case where she might not take this approach would be if the pace for the front pack is a bit too slow for her. So if the pace was a little bit lagging and she wanted to go a certain time, she might have gone ahead of the pack, that kind of thing. So depending on if she's going for like a medal or a time, that kind of approach. But from my own experiences, sometimes if the pace is too slow, then it's just, even though one wants to stay with the pack, there's a little bit of, I need a faster pace, right? So I would interpret that as a little bit as the pace was good from the front pack. So there we go. That is my take on the Sifan Hassan 10,000 meters run, time of 30 minutes and 44.12 seconds from today, Friday, 9 August 2024.